admission board. Everybody must apply to that board. And that board will distribute the students throughout the country. That will make the Oppenheimers and others to also fund those universities. Same thing applies to the colleges. Now, when you go to where the majority of you come from, Soweto, you know there's a place, very beautiful schools, Morris Isaacson, Orlando West, you know all this, Naledi High and all. When you go to those schools, they are meant to discourage the students from learning education. Because each school, the only thing they can accommodate as a sporting facility is a gravel ground, and a basket, what we call it, netball pitch. There's no swimming pool, there's no cricket. And how do you expect African children to go to the Olympics by swimming? You can't go there because you have never been taught to swim. No exclusive schools in our country. And nobody will say to us, I want to teach my child at home. Because that is actually where racism is rooted. There is no civic education. Our previous minister, what was it called? Kadasman. He says, don't teach children to love their country. It's narrow nationalism. But all over the world, people are being taught to love their country. Only in our schools here, they teach our children, you turn your children into coconuts, because when they go to those schools, they are being taught that you are better than your people. And so you see, that's why you are here, you are better. The ANC and all African political parties are devils. Only the DA is better. You are taught at school. I'm not going to talk about the health problems. It's a disaster which we need to address. It's better to be in prison than to be at a hospital. It's clean and in prison, but our hospitals are a disaster. Because we have privatized health around. Nowhere else in the world is health such a beautiful and luxurious business. Like, you know. Our economic progress, as we have said, it's in disaster. Now we are saying the Reserve Bank, there is a problem in the Reserve Bank. But you see, abantu babhala ama-policies we-ANC, baphuma efeds ne-Johannesburg, ne-Pretoria. Mababhala ama-policies, they make sure that those policies are not implemented. But in privatize the Reserve Bank. That's what you are all saying. Let's privatize the Reserve Bank. The Reserve Bank has never been a private, or they say let's nationalize it. The Reserve Bank has never been a private bank. In the past, we continue to have a very minority of so-called shareholders in the Reserve Bank. But they are more powerful than the government. More powerful. Today, the last time I checked, there were 7 private shareholders in the reserve bank. They appoint more than 7 out of the 14 directors of the reserve bank. And majority of them come from the banks. So the banks have an interest in increasing interest rates. Because what is demand? And we are saying no. It's coming. There must be no private shareholders in the reserve bank, and bank employees are not going to be allowed to be in the government bodies of the reserve bank. Because the scheme, one of the schemes they use to control this economy is actually increasing the interest rates and making sure they use the exchange rates to the benefit of people abroad. Industrialization. Even Nabelu, Boguna Mafe, the Silkuluma, which is family. But today there are no factories being built. Actually, the more factories are being closed down. Those who know, there is an industrial sector called the, boiler making. If I do, I will not again. So whatever you see in the power station is produced by this thing. When your power station is not working, the boiler makers are the first to be blamed because they control power stations. If you go to West Rand, you go to Springs and other places, today you will realize that the foundries in South Africa are dying. You know, foundries are the one which produces simple things. It's called nails, balls, this. But those factories are dying today. They're dying. What is happening in South Africa today, if you go to OR Tambo and then go to Tshwane or come to Gauteng, what do you see being done? You see big warehouses being built. Have you seen those? From OR Tambo to Tshwane is west. Only warehouses, not factories, warehouses. Why? Because they know that you will not be able to manufacture anything. You must import. So those warehouses are for the